All right, Tony. So again, I wanted to thank you for just taking a few moments to talk to me a little bit more about your experience you had with Weight Loss MD.
Mhm.
And I wanted to just kind of help people understand why I asked, why I asked you to kind of tell your story is because I've been developing, different weight loss programs over the last, 5+ years. And I really wanted to really develop something that was similar to our HCG plan. I know you never did that one, but it has been around for about 80 years and it's super, super successful. And the real differences is when you do it, it just changes the way you lose weight. So it's not like, just lowering your calories and then you lose a little bit of weight and then it stops. It's just a very different process. And so you obviously, came to us, did that program. So why don't you just kind of start and tell me a little bit more, why you came in and what your goals were initially?
Yeah, so why I came in is I just turned 40 this past year. What I thought was really odd was that I just ran a half marathon. I ended up running it in last November. Um, and I was still gaining weight like through the training, which was odd. Um, I was away at staff and command school for work, and I was living out of a hotel, so I know that wasn't really the way I was eating. Probably wasn't doing well, and I like I said, I turned 40, and I'm like, well, I can't lose weight. Like I could tell I was putting it on, and I'm like, well, I want to talk to someone that has like a background in it. So I just
Yeah.
researched dietitians, and your guys' place came up. So um, I set a meeting and I talked to Jennifer, and she was really cool. Like I got along great with her.
Hmm.
So my goal was I wanted to get at the time when I came in and I first weighed in, I was at 241. That's the heaviest I've ever been in my life. I wanted to get down. I told her, I said, I would really like to get back down to like 220, 210-ish. And she said, yeah, that's totally possible. And I laughed at her and I didn't think that it was going to work. So yeah, that was my goal and expectation going there, is to drop weight. I wanted my joints to feel better. My knees and hips are starting to hurt because I'm aging. I've lived a hard life, and yeah, being in the military,
But
I was in the Army Rangers.
yeah.
I needed to drop more. I needed to drop weight. I was getting older, so yeah, that was
Well,
that.
you're not that old. You're not that old,
No,
but yeah,
I know, but I'm
I totally get it. Yeah.
progressing.
Well, and that's so interesting because we talk about that all the time, that it's not all about the exercise. And a lot of people still seem to think that the more you exercise, that's going to solve the problem. And when the body is not, balanced and in a position to lose, it almost can be, like in your case, like counterproductive. So it's interesting that you bring that up. You so you did the HC2 plan, which is it's a very structured plan. And so tell me about, how you felt about that specific meal plan. Was it doable? Was it difficult for you? How did you feel?
Um, it was easy. The preparation for it was easy. I was basically eating meat and vegetables. So a lot of times when you eat healthy, people don't do it because it's pricey and it takes a while in the preparation. It was actually really simple. I didn't think it was hard at all, and I just had
Okay.
to get in my mind that I was eating for nourishment, not enjoyment. And that honestly, that took like 2 days, and I got over the hump and did it. So um yeah, I felt fine. Like the first day or two, I probably felt sluggish, if I remember right. um
Mm-hmm.
and the way I was eating, Jenny made it clear, like you can't do a lot of cardio, because I wasn't putting like that fuel in. And I felt it when I would do shorter runs, like even like 3.5 to 4 miles. Like I feel like my body start to like crap out in a sense, because I wasn't getting like the grainy carbs in, which was fine because I noticed
Yeah.
I was dropping pounds. So yeah, it
Yeah.
was really doable and easy.
Yeah, definitely. And that's again something important to point out is, typically people feel fine. They don't really have hunger because of what we're doing to get your body to release those those abnormal fat stores and use that for calories. So you're getting all of the nutrition you need, but you're just getting it through your own fat stores. And
Yep.
again, it's like a whole different process. So I know, and we advise people not to do too much because it actually, the higher intensity exercise kind of takes you out of that fat burning mode. So did you start to see the weight come off right away?
After the first week, I was already down 9 pounds, and I could feel my like pants and clothes fitting a little looser. So like the first week made me a believer. Like that's when
Mhm.
I was like, oh, okay, like we're good. Like this is gonna work.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And the first week, is probably some other stuff, not just fat. But yeah, there's a lot of fluid and a lot of, kind of retention that we keep with us over the years. So you probably flushed a lot of that because, most people will lose quite a bit the first week and then it kind of tapers off and then it starts up again. I don't know if you experience that.
Absolutely. The second week I was a little discouraged because then it was only, I think, 3 pounds. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
like what the hell am I doing wrong here? But yeah, I stuck with it.
It's yeah, it's all the process and your body was just trying to rebalance that next week. So very, very typical. And how did you do online or did you come in for weekly visits?
No, I came in.
Okay. So then what would you say really helped you along the way? Obviously, I think you probably met with Jennifer most weeks. If you could tell me or talk a little bit more about the support that she provided.
So yeah, she was great. Like I said, I got along with her. Like I really liked her personality. She was cool. Um, I liked the face-to-face thing because if I had a question about what I was eating or what I was used to eating, I could ask her and she would say, "Don't do that, stay away from that." And she was very realistic. Like she called it my cooking cocktails, or like when I would cook, I like to have a drink. So I
Yeah.
was stick she gave me like healthy alternatives for that.
Okay.
Um and I really liked craft beer, so I had to stay off of that during this, which was fine. But yeah, she laid that all out there. So yeah, she was really good on saying like the do's and don'ts.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And going through this process, it is so nice because we're such creatures of habit. Like unless
Mhm.
you're forced to change what you do, you just don't typically do it. And then when you find these alternatives, it's like, some of those things can stick.
Yep.
So, cool. So then you lost, how much did you lose total?
28 pounds.
Wow. In the 4 weeks?
That was 8 weeks. It was 20 in 4 weeks.
Okay. And then you continued to lose, or did you extend your program?
No, I continued to lose. So I went in weekly, once a week for the first 4 weeks, and then I didn't go again until the eighth week. And she
Yes,
gave me
gotcha.
like, yeah, a mapped out thing. Like it was the fourth week was the transition phase, and then the 3 weeks after that was the maintenance phase. So I've
Yes.
actually been doing really good staying with the maintenance phase right now.
Okay, very good. So, so you've obviously reached your goal and, how, like, I mean, I think you pretty much answered the question, but, you have a pretty good plan in place now. You kind of know where you need to be, what your boundaries are to maintain.
Yeah, I still use the app and I'm tracking everything. I think doing that keeps you honest. Now
Mhm.
obviously there's times you're gonna go out to eat with people or something's gonna be available. And like I said, I like craft beer, so I don't completely give it up. I just do it in more moderation. And if I
Yeah.
know I'm going out to eat or I'm gonna eat an unhealthy dinner, I will purposefully like watch it the rest of the day.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's awesome. I mean, to lose, almost 30 pounds in that period of time and again, some people will think, oh, isn't that too much to lose in a short period of time? And I tell people all the time, I'm like,
Nope.
if you lose the right stuff, you
Mhm.
don't want to lose muscle, you don't want to lose all the important
Nope.
components. If you lose that abnormal fat, it just kind of just changes your health.
And the in-body tracking, I only lost 2 pounds of that was muscle, so
Hmm.
not
Yeah.
really a
So
big deal.
Yeah, so that's pretty amazing. And then you can start to ramp up on your exercise and easily gain that muscle right back.
Mhm.
Which is, I mean, normal to lose a little during significant weight loss. So awesome. Well, is there anything else you want to add? I mean, I think that was really helpful for people to understand kind of like where you were coming from and the success that you had. So anything else you would want to add?
Um, yeah, just basically get yourself in a habit, get the information you need and put it to work and it'll go for you. I think it would beat any other weight loss program and like you said previously, you can't outwork a diet. And my problem wasn't working out. I could work out hard and I was stuck. So
Yeah.
yeah, I would say just getting yourself a habit and it'll all take care of itself.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much again. And I'm sure we'll be, seeing you throughout, this process. Of course, we're
Absolutely.
just here to help you whenever you need those maintenance, kind of those reboots and things like that. So
Sure.
thanks again so much. I really appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Bye.